The Godfather was born, Vito Andolini, in the town of Corleone in Sicily. In 1901, his father was murdered for an insult to the local mafia chieftain. His older brother, Paolo, swore revenge and disappeared into the hills, leaving Vito, the only male heir, to stand with his mother at the funeral. He was 9 years old. A remote mountainside area of Sicily. We hear a marching band playing in the background. The marching band is followed by a procession of mourners, including Vito and his mother. There is a casket, apparently containing the body of Vito's father. 2 gunshots ring out. Bang! Bang! Everyone ducks for cover. People are screaming. Oh! 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 What is that? What? A woman in Sicilian. They've killed the boy! They've killed young Paolo! They've killed your son Paolo! Murders! Murders! Young Vito and his mother run over to Paolo's body in a prone position on the rocky ground. Vito's mother, in Sicilian, my son! My son! Cut to young Vito and his mother approaching the gate to Don Cheech's village. The gates are open for them. Vito and his mother walk down the path to the villa. Don Cheech sits and drinks wine. Vito and his mother approach. Don Cheech puts down his glass and looks at Vito and his mother. Vito's mother kisses Don Cheech's hand. Vito's mother says, in Sicilian, all my respect, Don Cheech. Don Cheech, you killed my husband because he wouldn't give in to you. And his oldest son, Paolo, because he swore revenge. But Vito's only 9 and dumb-witted. He never speaks. Don Cheech responds in Italian. In Sicilian. It's not his words I'm afraid of. He's weak. He can't hurt anyone. But when he grows, he'll grow strong. Don't worry. Don't worry. This boy can't do a thing to you. Don Cheech stands up. When he is a man, he'll come for revenge. I beg you, Don Cheech, spare my only son. He's all I have left. I swear to God, he will never do any harm to you. Spare him. No. Suddenly, Vito's mother reveals a concealed knife and holds it to Don Cheech's neck. Move and I'll kill him! Run, Vito! Run, Vito! Young Vito watches as Don Cheech's guards shoot his down and he runs away. Kill him! Don Vito runs. They shot his mother. Run, run, run! Vito, run, run, run! Cut to the streets of Corleone at night. A guard yells in Sicilian. Any family who hides a Vito Andolini will regret it. You understand? See or no? See or no? Anybody who hides the boy Vito Andolini is in for trouble. The guards walk up and down stairs throughout the village. A family pulling a donkey cart reveal that beneath the hay in the back of the donkey cart, they're hiding Vito. The man from the donkey cart leans into the hay. Vito, we're praying for you. The man gets on the donkey. He rides the donkey cart past the guards, still yelling in Sicilian. If anybody is hiding the boy Vito Andolini, turn him over to us. Don Ciccio thank you for it. It'll be better for the boy and better for you. Any family who hide the boy Vito Andolini will regret it. The donkey cart passes by the guards. And the donkey cart passes out of the frame, away from the guards. Dissolve to a boat entering New York Harbor. The boat passes in front of the Statue of Liberty. Vito on the ship. He stands up from behind everyone and takes in the view of the Statue of Liberty in America. Everyone gets off the ship. They walk towards the Statue of Liberty. Vito walks into Ellis Island for inspection. A man inspects Vito's eyes and writes an encircled X on him. The inspector points to a nurse. All the immigrants are waiting. A man playing a violin as everyone is talking in different languages. All the immigrants are trying to explain themselves to the guards who may not understand them. The first officer calls out, "Interpreter." Another officer asks, "Where are you from? What is your name?" Vito walks up. They ask him, "What is your name? Come on, son, what's your name?" The translator asks his name in Italian, then looks at the tag on Vito's coat. Vito Andolini from Corleone. Corleone? All right. Vito Corleone. Okay, over there. Next, your name. A doctor inspects Vito's chest with a stethoscope. The doctor turns to the nurse. Tell him he has smallpox. Quarantined 3 months. The nurse translates to Vito in Italian that you're going to have smallpox and will be quarantined for 3 months at Ellis Island. 2 men walk down the hallway looking for Vito. Vito Corleone? Vito Corleone. Oh, here he is. This is him. Young Vito is placed in a room. They lock the door. He looks out the window of this room and he sees the Statue of Liberty outside the window. He places his suitcase on the bunk, sits, and starts to sing. America, America. This is Vito Corleone, Ellis Island, 1901. Cut to a church. Anthony is walking down the aisle during his first communion. This is Vito Corleone's grandson, Anthony Vito Corleone, Lake Tahoe, Nevada, 1958. Father Carmelo, in Latin, prays while giving out the Eucharist. Anthony is the third child. Lake Tahoe Resort, a bandstand and music play. At the resort, valets are parking cars. Hey, bring the car keys! More! Man takes a drink to a policeman in the parking lot. Man and a woman are dancing. A watchman on the roof lights a cigarette. Guests are sitting and talking, enjoying the music. Connie and Merle Johnson walk, dodging guests, making their way to Mama Corleone. Connie says hello to Mama. Mama! Oh, Mama! Mama Corleone mumbles something in Italian. Oh, look who's here. Oh, Father Carmelo! This is Father Carmelo. I'm Merle Johnson. And the priest. Nice to meet you. How are you? Family priest. Connie leans in to kiss Mama. Mama! Here I am! Mama does not look happy. Mama Corleone looks at Connie. Costanza, finalmente! After 1 week! I sent the car out to the airport last week to pick you up. Oh, Mama. It was chaos. Anyway, here I am, just 1 week late, and this is for my Mama. She hands Mama a wrapped jewelry box. What is this? Well, you remember Merle, don't you? Hello, Mama. Hey, how are you? Thank you. Connie asks Mama. Where's Michael? I got to talk to him and get a few things straight. And I can't wait online. Mama stares at her with daggers from her eyes. You go see your children first, and then you worry about waiting online to see your brother, like everybody else. The band gives a musical introduction to the conductor. Cuts to a napping Frank Pantangeli. Willie Chi-Chi wakes him. Hey! And they walk off. The conductor comes on stage to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, a most distinguished guest would like to say a few words. Would you please welcome Senator Pat Geary of the state of Nevada. And there is Mr. Geary. Senator Geary walks up on stage. This is a big deal. A senator at the Corleone's party? Senator Geary speaks. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a very, very happy day for me and my wife, Mrs. Geary. We see Nevada far too seldom. But particularly today, we can join with old friends. We can make new friends. And we help celebrate a young man's first communion. And also to thank that boy's family for a magnificent contribution to the state. I have here in my hand a check made out to the university, and it is a magnificent endowment in the name of Anthony Vito Corleone. And the check is signed by the young man's parents, whom I think we should recognize. Mike, Pat, Kay, stand up, please. Stand up. Let the folks see you. Folks, I want you to join me in giving a real Nevada thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Michael Corleone. Yay! The conductor whispers something to Geary. Hey, Senator Geary. Oh, okay. We also have a special added attraction, the Sierra Boys Choir, who have chosen a certain special song and a special arrangement to honor their host, Mr. Michael Corleone. Boys, cuts to Mike and Kay getting up for a photo. The choir begins to sing. Michael is at a photo session accepting a plaque. The director tells him to relax for the photo. Okay, fellas, we got that one. Michael and Senator Geary shake hands. Okay, that's good. All right. Now, Senator, this is you and Mrs. Corleone. The director comes over and gives Senator Geary the check and places him next to Kay. They also shake hands. Okay, that's enough, Senator. Michael and Senator Geary shake hands for one more picture. Cut to the interior of Michael's office. Michael speaks. This is my lawyer, Tom Hagen, Senator Geary. He's the one who arranged this whole thing through your man Turnbull. Yes. Sit down. Well, I was under the impression that you and I would talk alone. I trust these men with my life, Senator. If I was to ask them to leave, it would be an insult. Well, it's perfectly fine and all right with me, but I should tell you, I am a blunt man, and I intend to speak very frankly with you, maybe more frankly than anyone in my positions ever spoke to you before. Michael lights a cigarette. Now, Michael, the Corleone family has done very well here in Nevada. You own or control 2 major hotels in Vegas, one in Reno. The licenses were gathered in, so and were grandfathered in, so there's no problem with the Gaming Commission. Now, my sources tell me that you plan to make a move against the Tropicala. They tell me that within a week, you're going to move Klingman out. That's quite an expansion. However, it will leave me with one little technical problem. The license will still be in Klingman's name. Turnbull is a good man. Yeah, well, let's cut out the bullshit. I didn't want to spend any more time in here than I had to. You can have the license. The price is $250,000, plus a monthly payment of 5% of the gross of all 4 hotels. Mr. Corleone. Michael's taken aback that Senator Geary suddenly knows how to pronounce his name. Michael thinks for a second. Now, the price of the license is less than $20,000, am I right? That's right. Now, why would I ever consider paying more than that? Because I intend to squeeze you. I don't like your kind of people. I don't like to see you come here out to this clean country in your oily hair, dressed up in those silk suits, and try to pass yourselves off as decent Americans. I'll do business with you, but the fact is, I despise your masquerade, the dishonest way you pose yourself and your whole fucking family. Senator, we're both part of the same hypocrisy, but I never think it applies to my family. All right. Some people have to play little games. You play yours. So let's just say that you'll pay me because it is in your best interest to pay me, but I want your answer and the money by noon tomorrow. And one more thing. Don't you contact me again. Ever. From now on, you deal with Turnbull. Open that door, son. He begins to leave when Michael interrupts. Senator, you can have my answer now if you'd like. Senator stops to listen. Senator, my offer is this. Nothing. Not even the fee for the gaming license, which I would appreciate if you would put up personally. Geary hears that and laughs. Good afternoon, gentlemen. He opens the door and walks out. Cuts to people dancing. Music plays outside. Cuts to Fredo's boat pulling up to the dock. Button men are looking around everywhere. Fredo and Johnny Ola and others get off the boat and onto the dock. Pentangeli is drinking out of a hose held by Willie Cheech. Fredo! Fredo! Hey, you son of a bitch, you look great! Pentangeli runs towards Fredo. Fredo notices Frank Pentangeli coming towards him. Hey, Frank Pentangeli, I thought you was never coming out west, you big bum. They give each other a hug. I gotta check on my boys, huh? Hey, Fredo, what's with the food around here? What's the matter? A kid comes up to me in a white jacket, he gives me a Ritz cracker and a chopped liver, and he says, canapé. I say, canapé's my ass. That's a Ritz cracker and chopped liver. Fredo laughs. Bring out the peppers and sausage. Seeing you reminds me of New York, Frank. The old days, huh? Hey, Fredo, you remember Willie Cheech? Oh, he was with the old man Clemenza in Brooklyn. Yeah, look here. Look. We were all upset about that, Frankie. Heart attack, huh? Oh, that was no heart attack. Yeah, that's what I'm here to see. That's what I'm here to see your brother Mike about. But what's with him? Oh, what do you mean? I mean, what do I have to do? Get a letter of introduction? Get a sit down? You mean you can't get in to see Mike? He's got me waiting in a lobby. Cuts to Michael's office. Johnny Ola enters the room. Al nere. Michael speaks to Johnny Ola. Sit down. You know my lawyer, Tom Hagen. Tom Hagen? Johnny Ola. Well, sure. I remember Tom from the old days. Michael gets a gift from Johnny Ola. What's this? It's an orange. From Miami. Well, why don't you take care of Johnny's men? They look like they might be hungry. Johnny, sit down. Tom isn't going to sit in with us. He only handles specific areas of the family business. Tom? He kind of shoos Tom Hagen away. Sure, Mike. What are you drinking, Johnny? Anisette. Tom looks at them kind of sadly. If you need anything, Mike, I'll be outside, all right? Tom walks out the door. Just tell Rocco we're waiting, Tom. I just left Mr. Roth in Miami, Johnny Ola says to Michael. How's his health? It's not good. Oh, is there anything I can do? Anything I can send? He appreciates your concern, Michael. And your respect. The casino that you're interested in, the registered owners are Jacob Lawrence, Alan Barclay. They're both Beverly Hills attorneys. The real owners are the old Lakeville Road group from Cleveland and our friend in Miami. Meyer Klingman runs a store. He runs a piece of it, too. He does all right. But I've been instructed to tell you that if you move Klingman out, our friend in Miami will go along. Oh, that's very kind of him. You tell him it's greatly appreciated. Hyman Roth always makes money for his partners. One by one, our old friends are gone. Death, natural or not. Prison, deported. Hyman Roth is the only one left. Because he always made money for his partners. Cut to outside. Frank Pantangeli runs up on the stage. What? I can't believe out of 30 professional musicians, there isn't one Italian in the group here. Hey, come on, let's have a Italian. Hey, come on. Pantangeli begins to hum a tune. Piano joins in. You up, clearing it up. What's the matter? He's still humming along with the tune. When the clarinet starts to go, they keep playing Pop Goes the Weasel while Frank Pantangeli gets pissed off. Hey, what are you playing that for? Cut to Michael's boathouse. Connie and Merle walk in. I'll see my sister alone. It concerns me too. Is it okay, Mike, if I stay? How are you, honey? You met Merle. He was with me in Vegas. I saw him with you. Could I have a drink or something? Que va? Al, will you please get him a drink? We're going to Europe next week. I'd like to book passage on the Queen. So what do you come to me for? Why don't you go to a travel agent? Well, we're getting married first. The ink on your divorce isn't dry, and you're getting married? You see your children on weekends. You know your oldest boy, Victor, was picked up in Reno for some petty theft that you don't even know about? Connie is shocked by this being brought up. Michael! You fly around the world with men who don't even care about you. Use you like a whore. Michael, you're not my father. Then what do you come to me for? 'Cause I need money. Connie. I want to be reasonable with you. Now, why don't you stay with us, with a family? You can live here on the estate with your kids. You won't be deprived of anything. And you can have everything you want. Now, I don't know this Merle. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he lives on. Now, why don't you tell him that marriage is out of the question and you don't want to see him anymore? Now, he'll understand, believe me. Connie and Merle reach out to hold hands with Michael. Michael says to them quietly, Connie, if you don't listen to me and you marry this man, you'll disappoint me. Cuts to outside. Bonfire is burning at night. A boat peacefully passes by. Music is still gently playing in the background. People walking along the boardwalk. It's a peaceful night. Outside, the family sits at a table. Mama Corleone says, Avive! Michael responds, Cenandi! Fredo's girlfriend, Deanna, says, What's Cendandy? Fredo says, Cendani, it means 100 years. Connie says to everyone at the table, it means we should all live happily for 100 years. The family. That'd be true if my father was still alive. Connie. Merle, you met my sister-in-law, Deanna. They shake hands. Fredo's wife. Wife, not girlfriend. Pleasure. How do you do? Frank Pentangeli butts in to talk to Michael. Hey, Michael, excuse me. With all respect, I didn't come here to eat dinner. I know. Pentangeli knocks over an entire glass of wine. Oh, bene. Deanna is on the dance floor, dancing with another man, not Fredo. Fredo looks on as Deanna is falling and stumbling all over the dance floor. Michael whispers something to Rocco. Rocco, who helps them with a lot of different tasks, goes up to the dance floor to stop Deanna from dancing. What's the matter? I just want to dance. Dancing is one thing. You're falling all over the floor. I know. What's the matter with you? You're just jealous because he's a real man. Fredo is not happy to hear that. I swear to God, Deanna, I'm going to belt you right in the cheek. Oh, you couldn't belt your mama. You know something? These guys are crazy when they come to their wives. Rocco walks up to Fredo. Michael says, if you can't take care of this, I have to. Fredo looks at him. Yeah, maybe you better. Deanna is flailing and pissed. Never marry a person like this. Yeah, they treat their wives like shit. Rocco runs over and grabs her. I didn't mean to say that. Oh, Rocco. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, Fredo. Fredo sits next to his brother, Michael. I can't control her, Mikey. You're my brother, Fredo. You don't have to apologize to me. Cuts to Michael's boathouse. Michael is having a conversation with Frank Pentangeli. Clemenza promised the Rosato brothers 3 territories in the Bronx after he died. You took over, Frank, and you didn't give it to them. I welched! You welched. Yeah, Clemenza promised them. Clemenza promised them nothing. He hated those son of a bitches more than I do. Frankie, they feel cheated. Michael, you're sitting up in the Sierra Mountains and you're drinking, what is he drinking? Champagne. Champagne cocktails. And you're passing judgment on how I run a family. Your family's still called Corleone, and you'll run it like a Corleone. Pentangeli responds in Sicilian. My family doesn't eat here, doesn't eat at Vegas, and doesn't eat in Miami with Hyman Roth. Frankie, you're a good old man, and I like you, and you were loyal to my father for years. The Rosato brothers, they're taking hostages. Hey, Mike, they spit right in my face, all because they're backed up by the Jew in Miami. I know. That's why I don't want them touched. You don't want them touched? No. I want you to be fair with them. You want me to be fair with them? Tom, how can you be fair to them? Tom, for Christ's sakes, listen. They recruit all different kinds of people. And they do violence in their grandmother's neighborhoods. And everything with them is whores, junk dope. And they leave the gambling to last. Oh, now I want to run my family without you on my back. And I want those Rosato brothers dead. No. Murder. Now I have business that's important with Hyman Roth. I don't want it disturbed. And you give your loyalty to Hyman Roth before your own blood. Come on, Frankie. You know my father did business with Hyman Roth. He respected him. Your father did business with Hyman Roth. Your father respected Hyman Roth,
But your father never trusted Hyman Roth or his Sicilian messenger boy, Johnny Ola. He says in Sicilian, "You'll have to excuse me, I'm tired and a little drunk. And I want everyone here to know there's not going to be no trouble from me, Don Corleone Cizzaporta."
Neary steps in. You want him to leave now? No, let him go back to New York. I've already made my plans. That old man had too much wine. It's late. Outside, Michael and Kay dance with each other. Michael looks down at Kay's stomach. How's the baby? Sleeping inside me. Does it feel like a boy? Yes, it does, Michael. Kay, I'm sorry about all the people today. Bad timing. It couldn't be helped, though. Michael, it made me think of what you once told me. In 5 years, the Corleone family will be completely legitimate. That was 7 years ago. I know. I'm trying, darling. Cuts to a boat passing by the Corleone estate once more. Michael walks into his bedroom and sees a picture drawn by Anthony of Michael in a car. It has boxes to check if he likes it or not. Yes or no. Michael turns to Kay. Did you see this? Uh-huh. Michael looks at the windows. Kay, why are the drapes open? Gunshots ring out, bust through the window, barely missing Michael. Oh God! Oh God! Michael crawls on the floor near Kay. He pulls her onto the bed. Oh God! Oh God! He covers her. Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right? Were you hit? It's over. It's over. Cut to outside. A siren rings and dogs bark. Guards, shut the gate. The lights, the floodlights everywhere, turned on. A man turns on the power to the lights. Cut to Rocco running up to Michael. They're still on property. Please, Michael, stay inside. Keep them alive. We'll try. Rocco, alive! Stay by the door. The dogs are released and run into the drains. A light searches everywhere. People are searching. People outside Michael's room. Michael, Kay, and the kids are inside. Everyone is quiet. Dogs are sniffing the docks. Men armed with machine guns escort Michael around. The boat is now equipped with a strobe light searching. A room in the estate. Tom knocks. Michael looks up. Yeah, come in. Mike, Mike, are you all right? Yeah. There's a lot I can't tell you, and I know that's upset you in the past. Well, yeah, a little. Yeah. You felt it was because of some lack of trust, of confidence. But it's because I admire you, and I love you, that I kept things secret from you. That's why, at this moment, you're the only one I can completely trust. Fredo, he's got a good heart, but he's weak. And he's stupid. And this is life and death. Tom, you're my brother. I always wanted to thought of you as a brother by you, Mike, a real brother. I know. You're going to take over. You're going to be the Don. If what I think has happened, I'm going to leave here tonight. I give you complete power, Tom, over Fredo and his men, Rocco, Neri, everyone. I'm trusting you with the lives of my wife and my children. the future of this family. If we catch these guys, do you think we'll be able to find out who's backing them? That's not the catch. Unless I'm very wrong, they're dead already. They're killed by somebody close to us inside. Very, very scared they botched it. What about your people, Rocco and Neri? Don't you think that they might have had something to do with this? You see, all our people are businessmen. Their loyalty is based on that. Now, one thing that I learned from Pop was to try to think as people around you think. Now, on that basis, anything's possible. Cut to outside. Deanna screams, "Ah! Right outside my window! Oh my God, I want to get out of here. They're lying here dead." Cut to the button men running to the drain. "Over here. There's 2 of them. Looks like they were hired out of New York. I don't recognize them. We won't get anything out of them now." Michael looks over at them. Fish them out. 2 button men fish out the bodies. All right, get rid of the bodies. Where's Mike? Rocco. Cut to Michael walking into Anthony's room. "Anthony, everything's going to be all right. Try to sleep." He kisses Anthony on the cheek. "Did you like your party?" "Yeah, I got lots of presents." "I know." "Did you like all the presents?" I don't know the people who gave them to me." "They were friends." Did you see my present for you?" "It was on my pillow, Anthony." "I'm going to be leaving very early tomorrow." Will you take me?" "No, I can't, Anthony." "Why do you have to go?" "Because I have to do business." I could help you." "Someday you will." Vito Corleone, New York City, 1917. Flashback. We see a baby Santino playing in a playpen. Vito picks him up, rocking him. Cut to a playhouse with Vito and Jenko. "She's really beautiful. You gotta see her." Jenko brings Vito into the theater. "She's really beautiful. You gotta see her." This is all, of course, spoken in Italian. The first part of a play finishes. "Wait till you see her. Oh, words can't describe her. Oh." A performer, Peppino, in Italian. "I left Naples. I left my mama for a no-good tramp. Now here I am in America, in New York, alone, thinking of my mother, without news from home." There's a knock on the door on the stage. "Oh, Peppino, a letter from you. Oh, a letter from Naples." The performer, Carla, enters on stage. Jenko leans over to Vito. "How do you like my little angel? Isn't she beautiful?" Vito responds, of course, all in Italian. She's very beautiful. To you, she's beautiful. For me, there's only my wife and son." The play continues. "Our dear mother is dead. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia." Jenko leans over to Vito. "We'll go backstage later and we'll take her out to eat. Ooh, she's so cute." Ooh. Suddenly, someone stands up in front of him like an asshole in the middle of the theater. "Well, we can't see around this guy." "Hey, sit down, you bum." The man turns around. It's Don Fanucci. Sorry. Excuse me, Don Fanucci. I didn't mean to say none of that. Okay, bye. Don Fanucci turns back around and walks out. Okay, we'll go see her backstage. Vito is confused.
Who was that?
Jenko leans in.
The Black Hand.
The girl exits the stage.
Okay, come on, let's go see her backstage. Okay, yeah.
They enter the backstage area. Jenko tells Vito,
That's Fanucci, the Black Hand.
a manager is having a little bit of an argument with Don Fanucci backstage. Hey, we're talking about it tomorrow. Fanucci continues the conversation in Italian.
Tomorrow, always tomorrow. You pay me today.
Fanucci grabs the girl and puts a knife to her face. Jenko doesn't like the look of this. Let's go. Let's go. The manager says, "Not my daughter. Let her go. Here, take all my money. Please." Fanucci takes money out of the box offered by the manager. Jenko says to Vito, "Hey, Vito, come on. They walk outside. Jenko looks at Vito right in the face. I know what you're thinking, but you don't know how things are. Fanucci's with the Black Hand. The whole neighborhood pays him. Even my father in the grocery store." Vito is very confused.
If he's Italian, why does he bother other Italians?
Well, he knows they have nobody to protect them. Forget that. Did you like my angel? Vito sizes him up in the moment.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
Cut to outside the Abbandando Groceria. Vito walks a basket of fruit down the street. Inside the Corleone home, Vito and Mama are having dinner. Mama looks at Vito and says, "Don't you feel well? Is your boss treating you all right?"
Forget it.
Suddenly, what was that noise? There's rocks being thrown against the window. We hear a voice outside. Hey, Paisan! What? What's going on? Vito opens the window. Hey, Paisan! You speak Italian? He opens the window to see a very young Clemenza. Clemenza yells, Hey, hide this for me. He tosses Vito a bag. What the? Vito leaves the room and shuts the door to the bathroom. He puts the bag in the bathtub and unravels the rags. The wad of rags hides an assortment of guns. Cut to the inside of the Abbandando grocery store. Don Fanucci enters.
Abbandando! Meet my nephew. How's business?
Abbandando shrugs. Business is okay. Suddenly, Don Fanucci hits the button on the cash register and opens up the drawer. And he starts reaching out to take some coins.
It's good.
Cut to Vito sitting down at a table with Jenko. Jenko says,
Fanucci's mad. Says the neighborhood's getting sloppy. People don't pay on time, don't pay the full amount.
Says he's been nice. Says he's been too nice to everybody. Abbandando and Fanucci in the market are fighting. Vito looks at this.
So Fanucci's changing.
Well, sure. He wants double from everybody, even from my father. Fanucci to Abbandando.
I'm a friend, right? So you'll let him work here.
Fanucci pats Abbandando on the cheek in gratitude. Fanucci leaves. Abbandando is pacing around. He calls out,
Vito, come here.
Vito walks over to Abbandando.
Vito, I got some bad news. I feel rotten about telling you this, but Fanucci, he's got a nephew, and I have to...
And as Abbandando searches for the right word, Vito interrupts.
And you have to give him my job? You've always been good to me. Ever since I came here. You look after me like a father. And I thank you. And I won't forget it.
Vito hugs him. Cut to outside. Vito walks down the street. Out of the picture, we hear Abbandando yell, Vito! Vito! Vito sees Abbandando running up to him with a basket of fruit. Here, for your family! Take this to your family! Something! Vito goes, no.
No. Thank you anyway. But please, I cannot accept.
They argue in Italian for a minute, but Vito still refuses the gift.
No.
He walks off. Cut inside the Corleone home. Vito walks in. He takes off his hat and unwraps a pear that he places on the dinner table. Mama notices the pear. What a nice pear! Vito removes his coat and sits down and kisses his wife. Cut to outside on the street. Peter Clemenza walks up to Vito. Hey, I'm Clemenza. You still have my goods? Vito nods. Did you look inside?
I'm not interested in things that do not concern me.
Cut to inside a cafe. Clemenza and Vito sit and drink espresso. A friend of mine has a nice rug. Maybe your wife will like it.
Sure she would. But who has the money for a rug?
It would be a present. I know how to return a favor.
Yeah, sure. My wife would like it, yeah.
Cut to outside a house's door. Clemenza says, let's go. Outside a house. Clemenza rings a buzzer. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, ring, ring. Anybody home? Ring, 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 ring. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, this son of a bitch, he's not even home. Damn, didn't even leave the key. Well. He reaches into his coat and pulls out a small lever. Well, he won't mind. He pries the door open. All right, come on, Vito. Come on in. We're good. Clemenza walks over and puts his arm around Vito. Vito looks, then enters. Inside, it's a well-lavished house. Vito says to Clemenza,
This is your friend's place?
See.
This is a real palace.
Only the best. They begin to move furniture off of the rug. Then he moves towards the table in the center of the room. Vito, give me a hand, will you? Vito looks around again, then helps Clemenza carry the table off the rug. Clemenza begins to roll the rug up, Vito looks around. Suddenly, Clemenza walks to the door. He doesn't want to be seen, so he hugs up against the window and tries to look outside. A police officer is looking in. Clemenza pulls out a gun, standing near the window next to the door, and just in case, holds the gun at eye level with the police officer. The officer tries the doorknob. No avail. And then the police officer leaves. Cut to outside Vito's apartment. Clemenza and Vito carry the rug up the stairs. Oh God. Cuts to inside the Corleone home. Clemenza lays the rug down and grabs Santino. Hey. He puts Santino on the rug as he begins to cry. Oh, look how pretty it is, Santino. Oh, it's okay, Santino. Cut to a train. Years later, Michael Corleone on the train as it blows its horn, passing by. Inside the train, Michael's bodyguard pours some water and then sits down. Michael takes a pill for his diabetes. Cut to Florida. Johnny Ola is followed by Michael and his bodyguard as they drive up to Hyman Roth's house. Johnny runs into the house. Michael steps out of his car and walks to the Roth house. Mrs. Roth walks into view. Oh, come on in. It's all right. Come on in. Hyman's in there. I was just making some lunch. Would you like a tuna sandwich? No, thank you. He walks out of the room and into a room that occupies Hyman Roth watching television. Hyman Roth speaks. Come in, Michael. Sit down. Make yourself comfortable. It's almost over. You following the football game? No, not for a while. I haven't. I enjoy watching football in the afternoons. One of the things I enjoy about this country. Baseball, too. I've loved baseball ever since Arnold Rothstein fixed the World Series in 1919. They both have a chuckle. Yeah, he did do that. Michael, I heard you had some trouble. Stupid. People behaving like that with guns. Important thing is that you're all right. Good health. The most important thing in the world. More than success, more than money, more than power. Michael stands up and shuts the door. Moves the chair closer as Roth turns up the TV. I came here because there's going to be more bloodshed. I want you to know about it before it happens, so there's no danger of starting another war. Michael, nobody wants another war. Frank Pentangeli came to my house and he asked my permission to get rid of the Rosato brothers. When I refused, he tried to have me killed. He was stupid. I was lucky. I'll visit him soon.
The important thing is that nothing interferes with our plans for the future. Yours and mine. Roth shakes his head. Nothing is more important. There's a long pause between them. You're a wise and considerate young man. And you're a great man, Mr. Roth. There's much I can learn from you. Whatever I can do to help, Michael. At that moment, Mrs. Roth opens the door and walks in with lunch. Excuse me, lunch. Come in. Honey bunny, you're going to break your eardrums. Oh my gosh. She turns down the TV and then walks out. Okay, enjoy it. Bye. Thanks. She shuts the door behind her on the way out. Michael, you're young. I'm old and sick. What we'll do together in the next few months will make history, Michael. History. It's never been done before. Not even your father would dream that such a thing could be possible. Then Pentangeli is a dead man? You don't object? He's small potatoes. Cut to outside of the old Corleone compound in New York. Pentangeli steps out of his car. Hey, Cheech.
Hey, what's up? We got company.
He walks past Michael's bodyguard and into the house where his wife is. Mrs. Pentangeli says, Michael Corleone's here. He's in the den. You better hurry. He's been waiting half an hour. He takes off his coat and scarf and brushes back his hair.
Is something wrong?
He opens the door to see Michael looking out the window. Michael doesn't look happy.
Hold on, Corleone. I wish you would have let me know you were coming. I could have prepared something for you.
I didn't want you to know I was coming. Pentangeli shuts the door.
You heard everything okay?
You heard what happened in my home?
Mike, I almost died myself. We was also relieved
In my home! In my bedroom, where my wife sleeps, where my children come and play with their toys.
In my home. I want you to help me take my revenge.
Oh, Michael, anything. What can I do?
Settle these troubles with the Rosato brothers.
Mike, I don't understand. I don't, look, I don't have your brain, for big deals, but, this is a street thing. That Hyman Roth in Miami, he's backing up those son of a bitches.
I know he is.
So why do you ask me to lay down to them, Mike?
Michael thinks about this. He has to be very careful about what he says next. It was Hyman Roth that tried to have me killed. I know it was him.
Now, Jesus Christ, Mike, Jesus Christ, look, let's get them all. Let's get them all now while we got the muscle.
Another long pause. Michael stands up. He looks around. This used to be my father's old study. It's changed. I remember there used to be a big desk right here. I remember when I was a kid, Frankie, we had to be very quiet when we played near here. I was very happy that this house never went to strangers. First Clemenza took it over, now you. My father taught me many things here. taught me in this room. He taught me, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Now, if Hyman Roth sees that I interceded in this thing and the Rosato brothers failed him, he's going to think his relationship with me is still good. Capiche? That's what I want him to think. I want him completely relaxed and confident in our friendship. Then I'll be able to find out who the traitor in my family was. Cut to the bedroom of Fredo's house late at night. Fredo and Deanna, his wife, are sleeping. The phone rings. Fredo picks it up. Yeah. We hear the voice of Johnny Ola. Fredo, this is Johnny Ola. We need some more help. Johnny, Jesus Christ, what the hell time is it? Who's that, honey? Shh. Listen, good Fredo. What are you calling me here for? I don't want to talk to you. Pentangeli set up a meeting with the Rosato brothers. Says he's going to go for their deal. Oh, God. Oh, God. Will he come alone? I don't know anything. You got me in deep enough already. Just go along. Everything will be okay, Fredo. Pentangeli says he's willing to make the deal. All we want to know is if he's on the level or if he's going to bring his boys. You guys lied to me. I don't want you to call me anymore. Your brother's not going to find out we talked. I don't know what you're talking about. Who is that? No, it's the wrong number. It's a wrong number. Cut to the streets in front of a bar in New York. Pentangeli and Willie Cheech walk up to Carmine Rosato. Frank, I got nobody here.
I'll wait in the car, Cheech.
Frankie, it's okay, Cheech. Cheech walks off, and Carmine Rosato gives Pentangeli something.
What's this, Rosato?
It's a lucky C-note for our new deal. They walk inside. Richie, give us some... They sit at the bar. We're all really happy about your decision, Frankie. You're not going to regret it.
I don't like this C-note, Rosato. I take it as an insult.
Suddenly, Pentangeli hears Tony Rosato's voice behind him. Michael Corleone says hello. He grabs him and drags him to a phone booth. Get his head in. Clear the fucking door. Clear the fucking door. A cop. What the fuck? A cop walks in. Hey, Rich, it's dark in here. Are you open or closed? I just came in to clean up a little, The cop starts looking around. Wait, what's the matter? Is that something on the floor? Carmine pulls out a gun. Carmine, no, not here! Anthony! Boom, 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 boom! They gun the cop down. Boom, 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 boom. Open this fucker, I'm gonna blow your head off! Carmine! Boom! Outside, a gun battle rages in the street. Boom, 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 boom. Chi-Chi stands up and fires into the Rosato car. Boom, 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 boom. The car hits him. Cut to, at night, a plane taxis on the runway. Cut to inside Fredo's club. Fredo and Tom walk in and shake hands with the manager. Freddie, good to see you. Tom Hagen expresses concern. How is he? He's all right. He's in the back. They walk to the back of the club. Come on, girls, take a hike in this room here. Now, I want to talk to him alone first. Come on. Tom walks into a room alone. I thought I could help you, Senator. Senator Geary is sitting there. Oh, Hagen. Listen. I did not. I know. You're all right. I didn't do anything. It's okay. You are very lucky. My brother Fredo operates this place. He was called before anyone. If this had happened someplace else, we couldn't have helped you.
When I woke up, I was on the floor, and I don't know how it happened.
You can't remember?
I passed out.
He stands up and moves over to a bed where we see a bloody, dead girl.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. It was just a game. It was just a game.
He takes a towel and begins to wipe up the blood that is all over her. He looks at the towel and wipes off his hands.
Jesus. Jesus. Jesus, oh God, I don't know, and I can't understand why I can't remember. Why I can't remember.
You don't have to remember. Just do what I say. We're putting a call into your office explaining that you'll be there tomorrow afternoon. You decided to spend the night at Michael Corleone's house in Tahoe as his guest.
I do remember that she was laughing. We'd done it before, and I know that I couldn't have hurt that girl.
Listen, Senator, this girl has no family. Nobody knows that she worked here. It'll be as if she never existed. All that's left is our friendship. Cut to Lake Tahoe Resort. A car pulls up to the gate. The car has Kay driving, and the kids are in the back. A button man comes up to Kay. Yes? I'm sorry, Mrs. Corleone. We're not to let you through.
I'm just going to the market.
Well, if you just give us a list, we'll pick up anything you like.
Whose orders are these?
Mr. Higgins, ma'am. He's coming over here now.
All right, well, I'm just going to have to speak to Mr. Hagen.
Kay gets out of the car as Tom walks up the path towards Kay. I wanted to explain this, but I had business in Carlton City. Now, this is Michael's request for your safety, Kay. Now, we can send out for anything you need.
I see. So I'm supposed to stay in my house?
No, within the compound, I'll be fine.
Tom, I was going to take the children to New England next week.
That's off.
Am I prisoner? Is that it?
That's not the way we look at it, Kay.
All right, come on, kids. We're going back in the house.
Joe! Joe steps into the car. Cut to the lakefront of Havana. Michael's car drives by. His car drives over a bridge. We see the small shack-like houses below. Michael's car is driving along the streets of Havana. People cross the street as soon as Michael's car passes by. Michael's looking out the window. People on the street. A kid tries to lure a man into a club. People are selling maps of Cuba. Cuba! 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 Salesmen everywhere. Cut to people walking in front of Michael's car. Michael's car passes buses full of tourists. A man on the street flings a torch as many people watch. Children are begging for money. Michael's bodyguard rolls up the window. Children are trying to sell newspapers. Buy this, buy this, buy this. The Cuban ruler, Fulgencio Batista. Most respected gentlemen, allow me to welcome you to the city of Havana. I want to thank this distinguished group of American industrialists for continuing to work in Cuba for the greatest period of prosperity in their entire history. Mr. William Shaw, representing the General Fruit Company. Fred Korngold and Mr. Dant for the United Telephone and Telegraph Company. Mr. Petty, Regional Vice President of the Pan American Mining Corporation. Mr. Robert Allen of South American Sugar. And Mr. Michael Corleone of Nevada, representing our associates in tourism and leisure activities. And my old friend and associate from Florida, Mr. Hyman Roth. I would like to take this opportunity to thank United Telephone and Telegraph for their lovely Christmas gift, a solid gold telephone.
He shows everyone the telephone. Oh, wow. Perhaps you gentlemen would like to take a look at it. Mr. President. Yes. Perhaps you would discuss the status of the rebel activist and what this can do to our businesses. Of course. I want to assure you that although the rebels have mounted an impressive campaign in Las Villas, my staff, with assurance, that will drive them out of the city of Santa Clara before the new year. And I want to tell you all, as is, we will tolerate no guerrillas in casinos or the swimming pools. Cut to outside on the streets of Havana. A man runs in front of Johnny Ola's car, and the driver honks. Beep! A Cuban police officer walks up to the car and talks to the driver. He says they're making an arrest, and in a few minutes, they'll let us through. It's nothing. Just some lousy bandits. The police are cleaning them up. The rebel pushes a police captain into the car and explodes a grenade. Boom! A grenade he had hidden in his jacket. Cut to on top of a Cuban building. A birthday cake for Hyman Roth is wheeled towards him. And a small group of people. The cake has a drawing of Cuba on it. Roth gives a little speech. I hope my age is correct. I'm always accurate about my age. Make sure that everyone sees the cake before they cut it. I'm very pleased you are all able to come from such distances to be with me today. When a man comes to this point in his life, he wants to turn over the things he's been blessed with. Turn them over to friends as a reward for the friends he's had, and to make sure everything goes well after he's gone. Not for years. Hear, hear! Well, we'll see. The doctors would disagree, but what do they know? These are wonderful things we've achieved in Havana, and there's no limit to where we can go from here. This kind of government knows how to help business, to encourage it. The hotels here are bigger and swankier than any of the rug joints we put in Vegas. And we can thank our friends in the Cuban government, which has put up half the cash with the Teamsters on a dollar-for-dollar basis, has relaxed restrictions on imports. What I'm saying now is, we have what we have always needed. Real partnership with the government. The waiter brings over a piece of cake for Hyman Roth, but he rejects it. Smaller piece. Then back to the group. You all know Michael Corleone, and we all remember his father. At the time of my retirement or death, I'll turn over all my interests and investments in the Havana operation to his control. But all of you will share. The National will go to the Lakeville Road Boys, the Capri to the Corleone family, the Sevilla bit more, also, but Eddie Levine of Newport will bring in the Panino brothers, Dino and Eddie, for a piece, and also to handle the actual casino operation. And we've saved a piece for some friends in Nevada to make sure things go smooth back home. I want you all to enjoy your cake, so enjoy. Happy birthday! Yay! Wee! Yeah, happy birthday, yeah. Michael interrupts the celebration. I saw an interesting thing happen today. A rebel was being arrested by the military police, and rather than be taken alive, he exploded a grenade he had hidden in his jacket. He killed himself, and he took a captain of the command with him. Right, Johnny? Johnny responds, those rebels, you know, they're lunatics. Yeah, maybe so. But it occurred to me
The soldiers are paid to fight. The rebels aren't. Well, what does that tell you? They can win. This country's had rebels for the last 50 years. It's in their blood. Believe me, I know. I've been coming here since the 20s. We were running molasses out of Havana when you were a baby. The truck's owned by your father, Michael. I'd rather we talked about this when we're alone. The 2 million never got to the island. Cut to the inside of Roth's room in the Capri. Roth is lying on the couch talking to Michael. I wouldn't want it to get around that you held back the money because you had second thoughts about the rebels. A long pause as Michael paces. Sit down, Michael. Sit down. Michael sits down next to Roth. Roth is laying down. If only I could live to see it. To be there with you. What I wouldn't give for 20 more years. Here we are, protected, free to make our profits without key follow with the goddamn Justice Department and the FBI. "90 miles away, partnership with a friendly government. 90 miles, it's nothing. Just one small step. Looking for a man who wants to be president of the United States and having the cash to make it possible. Michael, we're bigger than U.S. Steel." Cut to outside the Capri. A car that is driving Fredo from the airport pulls up. A man opens the door and another man gets his luggage. Fredo is carrying one suitcase of his own. The porter tries to take it from him, but Fredo pulls it away. "Yeah, no, I'm going to take it. Get the hell out of here." He walks into the Capri. Cut to inside the Capri. Fredo and Michael embrace. The people in the room are Michael, Fredo, and Michael's bodyguard. "Hey, Mikey, how are you, okay?" Fredo walks over to Michael's bodyguard. "Hi, Freddie Corleone." Fredo holds out his hand, and Michael acknowledges in Italian that it's okay. Jesus Christ, what a trip. The whole time I'm thinking, what if somebody knows what I got in here? Can you imagine that, huh? $2 million in the seat next to me in the plane. He opens up the briefcase, unzips it, and begins to show Michael the money. He looks over to the bodyguard. "Whoop, excuse me." "No, it's okay. You want to count it?" Michael doesn't answer. He just pats Fredo on the cheek. "Michael, what the hell's going on anyway? I'm totally in the dark." The family's making an investment in Havana. Michael takes the briefcase full of money over to a guard. "This is a little gift for the president." "Oh, well, that's great. Havana's great. It's my kind of town. Anybody I know in Havana?" "Oh, Hyman Roth? Johnny Ola?" No, I never met him." We start to hear sirens in the background. "Listen, Mikey, I'm kind of nervous from the trip. Can I get a drink or something?" "Well, I thought maybe we'd go out together. I know a place where we can spend some time together, okay?" Cuts to an outside cafe where Michael and Fredo are sitting at a small table together. Sometimes, I think I should have married a woman like you did, like Kay. Kids have a family. Yeah. For once in my life, be more like Pop. Well, it's not easy to be his son. It's not easy. You know, Mama used to tease me. She'd say, "You don't belong to me. You were left on the doorstep by gypsies." Sometimes I think it's true. You're no gypsy, Fredo. "Mikey, I was mad at you. Why didn't we spend time like this before? You want a drink, right? Hey, waiter. Por favor, how do you say How do you say, he looks at Michael, how do you say banana daiquiri? Banana daiquiri. That's it? Yeah. Uno banana daiquiri. Banana daiquiri. Okay. And and a club soda. Senator Geary is flying in from Washington tomorrow night with some people, some government people. I want you to show them a good time in Havana. Yeah, my specialty, right? Can I trust you with something, Fredo? Yeah, of course, Mike. Later on in the evening, we're all invited to the presidential palace reception to bring in the new year. After it's over, they're going to take me home in a military car, alone, for my protection. Before I reach my hotel, I'll assassinated. The waiter brings in the drinks. Oh, okay. Gracias. Who? Michael looks at him. Roth. It was Roth who tried to kill me in my home. It was Roth all along. He acts like I'm his son, his successor, but he thinks he's going to live forever. And he wants me out. Oh, Mike, how can I help? Just go along as if you know nothing. I've already made my move. Well, what move? Hyman Roth will never see the new year. Cut to inside Roth's Havana room in the Capri. Johnny Ola guides Michael and his bodyguard into the room where Roth is. A doctor has inspected Roth and begins to talk to Mrs. Roth in Spanish. Says you have to take it easy, and he's going to give you a prescription. He'll be back tomorrow. I want my own doctor. Fly him in from Miami. I don't trust a doctor who can't speak English. Gracias, senor. Honey, go down to the casino. Well, if you're sure you're feeling better, feel fine. Play the bingo game. All right. Hyman Roth sees Michael. My sixth sense tells me your brother Fredo brought a big bag full of money. Where is it? Michael is silent. You're pulling out. I just want to wait. Hyman Roth and Johnny Ola exchange worried glances. How do you feel? Terrible. I'd give $4 million just to be able to take a piss without it hurting. Who had Frank Pentangeli killed? The Rosato brothers. I know, but who gave the go-ahead? I know I didn't. Once again, Johnny Ola and Roth exchange glances. This time, Roth rises, and he's pretty mad. There was this kid I grew up with. He was younger than me. Sort of looked up to me, you know. We did our first work together. Worked out our way out of the street. Things were good. We made the most of it. During Prohibition, we ran molasses into Canada, made a fortune. Your father, too. As much as anyone, I loved him and trusted him. Later on, he had an idea. To build a city out of a desert stopover for GIs on the way to the West Coast. That kid's name was Mo Green. And the city he invented was Las Vegas. This was a great man. A man of vision and guts. And there isn't even a plaque or a signpost or a statue of him in that town. Someone put a bullet through his eye. No one knows who gave the order. When I heard it, I wasn't angry. I knew Mo. I knew he was headstrong, talking loud, saying stupid things. So when he turned up dead, I let it go. I said to myself, this is the business we've chosen. I didn't ask who gave the order because it had nothing to do with business. That $2 million in a bag in your room. I'm going in to take a nap. When I wake, if the money's on the table, I'll know I have a partner. If it's not, I'll know I don't. Hyman Roth and Johnny Ola leave. Michael looks over at his bodyguard, who understands. Cut to the presidential palace. Dancers performing on the stage. Dun 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 dun. Cut to the Corleone table. Fredo stands up. All right, does everybody know everybody here? This is Senator Geary. You know him. How are you, Senator? Good to see you, Mike. I'm glad we could spend this time together. Right, now this is Senator Payton from Florida. How you doing, Mike? This is Judge DeMalco from New York. How do you do, sir? Fine, thank you. Right, Senator Reeves from Maryland. I've been looking forward to it. This is Fred Korngold from UTT. Okay, hi, good to see you. I know, Fred. How are you? Hi. That Freddy doesn't mean cha-cha-cha, so watch out later. Oh, he does, huh? Yeah, okay, gentlemen, it's refill time here, so you might want to try some of those local drinks, you know, Cuba Libre Pina Colada. Oh, I think I'll try one of those red-headed Yolandas. Yeah, you got Concusto, you got it. Johnny Ola walks into the picture. Michael steps up to speak. Johnny, you don't know my brother Fredo, do you, Johnny? Johnny Ola? Fredo. Fredo looks nervous. Johnny Ola replies, we never met. He extends his hand. Pleasure. Michael looks on. Gentlemen, to a night in Havana. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Okay. That's right, huh? There's a back room in the palace. There's a lot of commotion. Okay. Get in here. Never fear, Pat Geary is here. Freddie, I appreciate this. Hey, Freddie, where are we standing? Everyone stands. But everyone stands here, but it's worth it. But watch, you're not going to believe this. I don't believe it already. Huh? $50, right? You got to bet, mister. Okay. On stage, two women in black drag a girl out on stage and tie her to a pole. A man walks out from behind a curtain. Oh, that's him. That's Superman. Trust me, that's Superman. Michael looks over at his bodyguard. On stage, two more women throw Superman onto the ground. As everybody looks on, he opens his robe to the girl tied to the pole. Then he drops the robe from his shoulders. Everyone screams and shouts when they see why he's called Superman. Oh, damn. Oh, woo, damn. Oh, damn. What? Look at that. Oh, did I tell you or did I tell you? Oh, that thing's fake. That has got to be. What is?
Look at that. That is fake. That cannot be real. No, that ain't no fake. That's real. That's why they call him Superman. Hey, Freddy. Hey, Freddy, where'd you find this place? Oh, yeah, Johnny Ola told me about this place. He brought me here. I didn't believe him, but seeing is believing, huh? Michael glances over at Fredo. Didn't Fredo and Johnny Ola say they had never met each other? Hey, $50, Pat. Old man Roth would never come here, but old man Johnny knows these places like the back of his hand. Now watch him. He's gonna break a crack. He's gonna break stuff with it. Break a cracker. I want to see him break a brick. Michael turns and signals to his bodyguard. Then turns back. He looks at the floor, covering his face with his hand. He's in great pain, realizing that Fredo is the family traitor. Cut to Hyman Roth's room in the Capri. Johnny Ola walks onto the balcony and looks around. As he does, Michael's bodyguard comes from behind and strangles him with a coat hanger. Michael's bodyguard walks over to Hyman Roth's room and opens the door. Inside are Mrs. Roth, 2 doctors, and Hyman Roth on the bed. Relax, Senor Roth. We're taking you to the hospital. As they take his blood pressure, he winces in pain. Oh, ow, ow. Michael's bodyguard walks away. Just as 3 men come through the door with a stretcher. As they enter the room, Michael's bodyguard walks by one more time before he departs. Cut to inside the presidential palace dance hall. Many people, including the president, are dancing. Da 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 da. Senator Geary is talking to girls and a Cuban politician. And in my judgment, you'll continue to get those because I don't believe that President Eisenhower will ever pull out of Cuba, not as long as we have over $1 billion invested in this country. He toasts with a couple of guests. Hey! Fredo stands up and begins to walk out. And the American public believes in non-intervention. Michael walks over to Fredo. Fredo, where are you going? I got to get me a real drink, because I can't. He trails off and walks away. Everyone is still dancing. Da 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 ba da 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 da. Cut to the hospital. Mrs. Roth looks at Hyman and begins to cry. Oh no! The 2 men walk away from Hyman Roth's bed. Michael's bodyguard walks up the stairs and down the hall with flowers. He looks over at the bed. Hyman Roth is rolled down the hall. He follows them and sees the room that Hyman Roth is in. Cut to the party. People are still dancing. Da 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 da. Hey Reeves, what's the protocol? How long should we stay around? What do you think? Oh, I don't know. I mean, a half an hour ought to do it, just as long enough to ring in the new year. As they speak, the military police start walking through the dance hall and into a room with the president. Cut to Hyman Roth's hospital room. A nurse hears some of her colleagues whisper for her to join them. Hey, come on, celebrate the new year. It's New Year's Eve. Come on, just for a minute. The nurse leaves. She walks out into the hall, leaving Hyman Roth alone in his room. As they leave, Michael's bodyguard walks into the room and shuts the door. He walks over to the other door and closes that too. Then he walks over to Hyman Roth's bed. His bodyguard picks up a pillow
and starts to put it over Hyman Roth's face.
Cut to the military police marching in the hospital towards Roth's room. The nurse runs and opens the door and screams, "Ah!" The officer walks in and sees Michael's bodyguard holding a pillow over Roth's head. He fires 5 shots, killing Michael's bodyguard. Cut to the dance hall. Everyone's cheering. Yay! Woo! Yay! Woo! Woo! Everyone is hugging and kissing. It's the new year. Michael walks over to his brother and hugs him.
There's a plane waiting for us to take us to Miami in an hour, all right? Don't make a big thing about it.
He grabs Fredo on both sides of his face and kisses him.
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart. You broke my heart.
Fredo gets free and walks away quickly. Cut to a shot of everyone dancing. Da 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 da. Fredo walks out of the dance hall. Cut to the president, his family, and associates walking towards the stage. Hey! Da 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 da. Due to serious setbacks in our troops in Guantanamo and Santiago, my position in Cuba is untenable. Michael sees what's about to happen and begins to leave. I'm resigning from office to avoid further bloodshed, and I shall leave the city immediately. I wish you all good luck. Salute, salute, salute. Cubans are running in excitement. Running everywhere. The presidential palace steps. People are running out now. People are running. They're scared. They're stumbling. Things are starting to pop off. There might be a riot breaking out. Cut to Fredo walking in a daze. He sees Michael's car. Michael gets out. Fredo, come on. Come with me. It's the only way out of here tonight. Roth is dead. Fredo turns away from Michael and starts to walk away. Fredo, come with me. Fredo, you're still my brother. Fredo. Fredo leaves. Michael gets into his car and drives off. People are running to the docks, running to get in their boats. Jubilant Cubans rushing into a building. The United States Embassy, the guests and other Americans are rushing to leave the country. A car driving up to the gates of the building. Rushing to the embassy gate. Pastor, I'm Pat Gary of the United States. The Cubans are running out of a building and throwing things onto the ground. Freedom! 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 Passports. Oh, we're looking for passports. U.S. passports only, please. Please, I must leave. Everyone's trying to get out. They're all trying to leave. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Cut to the inside of a hotel room. Rocco stands in front of the door as Michael opens it. Michael shakes his hand and pats him on the back. Neri shuts the door as Michael rubs his eyes.
Al, can you get me a wet towel? Michael takes off his jacket. Kano, I'm back? Tom nods. What about my boy? Did you get him something for Christmas? I took care of it, Michael. What was it, so I'll know? Well, it was a little car with an electric motor that he can ride around in. It's nice.
Michael pours himself a glass of water. Al Neri comes to him with a wet towel. Thank you, fellas. Could you step out for a minute? Rocco opens the door and steps outside, and Neri follows.
Tom, where's my brother?
Roth got out on a private boat. He's in a hospital in Miami. Had a stroke, but he recovered okay. Your bodyguard's dead.
Tom, I asked about Fredo.
Oh, I think he got out. He must be somewhere in New York.
All right. I want you to get in touch with him. I know he's scared. Tell him everything's all right. Tell him I know Roth misled him, and he didn't know they were planning to kill me.
They can come in now.
Tom hesitates for a second. There is something else.
What?
Tom is looking really nervous. It's bothering Michael.
Well, come on. What?
Michael, Kay had a miscarriage. She lost the baby. Was it a boy? Mikey, after 3.5 months, I don't really... Now you can't give me a straight answer anymore? Was it a boy? I really don't know. Dissolve 2. Young Vito Corleone. Long ago. Flashback. Distressed as he looks over a crying baby. Oh, poor little Fredo. He's got pneumonia, says a nurse, treating to him. She puts a candle under a glass and puts it on Fredo's chest. Vito looks on and almost begins to cry. Oh, no. Vito driving a truck full of dresses. As he is driving, Don Fanucci jumps into the car.
Go, young man. I hear you and your friends are stealing goods. But you don't even send a dress to my house. No respect. You know I've got 3 daughters. This is my neighborhood. You and your friends should show me some respect. You should let me wet my beak a little.
Fanucci reaches into the back of the truck and pulls out a dress.
I hear you and your friends cleared $600 each. Give me $200 each for your own protection, and I'll forget the insult. You young punks have to learn to respect a man like me.
Fanucci steps on the brake.
Otherwise, the cops will come to your house, and your family will be ruined. Of course, if I'm wrong about how much you stole, I'll take less. And by less, I mean, $100 less. Now, don't refuse me. Understand, Paisan? Understand, Paisan? I understand. My friends and I all share the money, so first I have to talk to them. Tell your friends I don't want a lot, just enough to wet my beak.
Fanucci steps out of the car.
Don't be afraid to tell them.
Cut to Vito's house. Clemenza and Tessio are sitting at the dinner table. Vito passes out the silverware. $600. Yeah, well, $600. Suppose we don't pay. You know his gang, Tessio, real animals. Maranzala himself let Fanucci work his neighborhood. He's got connections with the cops too. We'll have to pay him $200 each. Everybody agree? While Clemenza was talking, Vito sat down with spaghetti in front of him.
Why do we have to pay him?
Vito, leave this to us.
He's one person. We're 3. He's got guns. We got guns. Why should we give him money that we sweated for?
This is his neighborhood.
I know 2 bookies who don't give anything to Fanucci.
Who?
Joe the Greek on Decimo Avenue, Frank Panetano, and Tachinko Shrabo. They don't pay Fanucci.
Oh, Vito, if they don't pay, this is Tessio. If they don't pay Fanucci, they pay somebody else who collects for Maranzala. And we're all better off if we pay him. Don't worry. Vito walks over and gets his spaghetti.
Now, what I say stays in this room. If you both like, why not give me $50 each to pay Fanucci? I guarantee he'll accept what I give him. Well, if Fanucci says $200, he means it, Vito.
I'll reason with him. Leave everything to me. I'll take care of everything. I never lie to my friends. Tomorrow you both go talk to Fanucci. He'll ask for the money. Tell him you'll pay whatever he wants. Don't argue with him. I'll go and get him to agree. Don't argue with him since he's so tough.
How can you get him to take less?
That's my business. Just remember that I did you a favor. Is that a deal?
See.
Salud. Salud.
Salud. Cut to outside. A street is filled with people watching the beginning of a parade. Dun 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 dun. Vito's looking around. Clemenza's walking. He stops at a street vendor. Vendor gives him Italian sausage. Oh. As the national anthem plays. Dun, 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 dun. Clemenza walks up to Vito. Hey, family's out of the house. Fanucci's alone in the cafe. Tessio walks up to Vito.
Vito, here's my $50. Good luck.
Vito begins to walk off. Hey, Vito, are you sure he's going to go for it? Vito looks back at them.
I'll make him an offer he don't refuse. Don't worry.
Vito walks off. Cut to inside the cafe. Vito enters. Vito places money on the table by Fanucci. Fanucci suddenly covers it with his hat.
It looks like there's $100 under my hat. Ah, I was right. Only $100.
He pushes the hat back over to Vito.
I'm a little short on money right now. I've been out of work, so just give me a little time. You understand, yeah?
Fanucci laughs and takes the money back.
You got balls, young man. How come I never heard of you before? You got a lot of guts. I'll find you some work for good money.
Fanucci stands, gets his jacket.
No hard feelings, right? If I can help you, let me know.
He pinches Vito's cheek.
You done well for yourself. Enjoy the festa.
He leaves. Vito rubs his cheek in disgust. Cut to everyone crowding the streets. The parade continues. Fanucci is walking down the street, looking at all the vendors, all the booths, all the food. He grabs himself an orange. A man comes by and kisses Don Fanucci's hand. Oh, I love you, Don Fanucci. Oh, you're great. A vendor and the owner gives Fanucci a necklace. Oh, look at that. Oh. A statue of Jesus is covered in money and being carried down the street. Cut to on the rooftops. Vito is looking down from above. Looking down at Fanucci by the San Rocco building. Vito is walking along the rooftops, following Fanucci down the parade. Fanucci is walking down the street. The Jesus statue is being walked down the street. The parade continues. Fanucci is watching a puppet show. Dun, 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 dun. They're playing with puppets. Fanucci doesn't want to watch any more of the show.
Oh, this is too violent for me.
Oh, everyone's applauding.
Oh, Don Fanucci.
Vito is up above, carefully watching Don Fanucci walk along the street. He's jumping from one roof to another to walk and walk and walk and follow and follow and follow. Dun, 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 dun. Vito pulls something wrapped in cloth from behind the chimney. Vito unlocks the rooftop door with a metal rod. He enters a stairway and closes the door. Cut to Fanucci going inside his apartment building. He steps in something before he opens the door. Vito is walking down the stairs in the building. Fanucci walking some more up the stairs. He's waking and making his way up to his apartment. Vito goes into the hallway and loosens a light bulb just slightly so that it's not on anymore. Vito has a gun and starts to wrap it in the towel. Fanucci is still walking up the stairs. Outside, the parade is still going. Da 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 da. A priest is talking in Latin. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. In front of the Jesus statue, the ceremony continues. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Da 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 da. Cuts to inside the apartment building. Fanucci walking up the stairs. Vito is hiding in the shadows. Fanucci makes his way up to his apartment and starts to look for his key in his pocket. Vito, in the shadows, watches Fanucci unlock the door. Fanucci glances over and sees the loosened light bulb, and he taps on it a few times. To try to get it to work. The flickering light reveals the hidden Vito. Huh? Fanucci walks up to his apartment door, but Vito follows him, holding a wrapped gun. Fanucci turns around to see Vito holding this wrapped object.
Hey, what do you got there?
Vito points the gun. Bang! With the loudest gunshot. Pierces the silence. Fanucci inspects the wound that is in his chest. Vito fires another shot. Bang! Into Fanucci's cheek. He falls to the ground. Vito shakes off his towel that's now on fire. Cut to the parade outside. Fireworks. Back inside the apartment. Don Fanucci lays lifeless on the ground. Vito kneels down, places the gun in Fanucci's mouth, and pulls the trigger. Ha! He takes out Fanucci's wallet, takes the wallet, and kicks Fanucci's body over. Celebration outside. Hats tossed into the air. Woo! 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 Cut to Vito walking down from the roof. He tosses the towel into the street below. He opens Fanucci's wallet, takes the money, then smashes the gun. He drops parts of it and the wallet into different chimneys. He walks to another roof, into another chimney, another piece, into another chimney. More celebrating at the parade below. People hugging and waving hats in the air. Woo! Woo! Cuts to Vito walking against the flow of people, back onto the street. He walks past everybody. Cut to the Corleone family. They are sitting on the steps of their apartment. Vito walks up to them and he picks up baby Michael and he kisses him. And he sits down. And Vito says in Italian,
Michael, your father loves you very much. Very much.
Michael's car drives up to the compound. The car drives up to the gate. Cut to Michael sitting in the back of the car. Michael walks through the snow to a building in the compound. Michael looked down at the electric car that Anthony got for Christmas. Michael goes into his office, looks around, walks around the house. It's quiet. Michael walks around inside. He walks into the dining room and looks around some more. Then he turns around and walks past his bedroom. The room is completely restored. Michael walks into his office and places his briefcase on the desk. Michael walks into a room with Kay sewing. Kay is sewing a dress. She doesn't notice Michael standing in the doorway. Michael doesn't make himself known. He walks out of the doorway and back into another room. Cut to the Senate committee room as a chairman says, Mr. Cheech, from the year 1942 to the present time, you were an employee of the Genco Olive Oil Company. Cheech responds, that's right. But in actuality, you were a member of the Corleone crime organization. No. We called it the Corleone family, Senator. We called it the family. And what was your position? Well, at first, like everybody else, I was a soldier. What is that? Button, Senator. Come on. No, I don't know. Tell me. Well, when the boss says push a button, on a guy, I say, I push a button. See, Senator? You mean kill people? What? You kill people at the behest of your superiors. Yeah, that's right, Counselor. And the head of your family is Michael Corleone. Yeah, Counselor, Michael Corleone, right. Did you ever get such an order directly from Michael Corleone? No, I never talked to him. Mr. Cheech, could you amplify your answer a bit? Do what? Could you expand on your answer? I'm particularly interested in knowing, was there always a buffer involved? Someone between you and your possible superiors who gave the actual order. Right, yeah, a buffer. Yeah, the family had lots of buffers. Mr. Cheech, you may find this very amusing, but I promise you the members of this committee do not. Cut to Michael walking to Mama's house on the compound. He passes a mini playground in the process. Michael pulls up a chair close to Mama. Tell me something, Ma. What did Papa think? Deep in his heart, he was being strong for his family. But by being strong for his family, could he lose it? Michael, you're thinking about your wife, about the baby you lost. But you and your wife can always have another baby. No, I meant lose his family. But you can never lose your family. I don't know. Times are changing. Dissolve to Vito long ago. Flashback. Vito stands in the street. A street vendor puts an orange in a paper bag. Vito pulls out some money. Oh, no. It's my pleasure. I don't want money. Take it as a gift. Grazie. He takes the bag. And if there's something that I do for you, you come and we talk. Grazie.
Ah, grazie.
Vito walks across the street. Inside the Corleone house, a woman is sitting across from Vito.
Signora Colombo, why did you come to see me?
Signora Colombo responds,
Your wife told me to ask you if you could help me.
she's had bad trouble. Her neighbors complained to her landlord about her dog. He told her to get rid of the animal, but her little boy loves that dog, so she hid it. When the landlord found out, he got mad and told her to leave. Now she can't stay even if she gets rid of it.
I'm so ashamed. He said he'd get the police to throw us out on the street.
I'm sorry, but I could give you a couple of dollars to help you move.
I can't move. I want you to talk to him. Tell him I want to stay here.
What is the landlord's name?
His name is Signor Roberto. He lives on 4th Street near here.
Cut to a barber shop. Signor Roberto is getting his haircut.
And they break the windows. They dirty the floors.
Oh, real pigsty, huh? Cut to Vito looking in at Roberto. Roberto is exiting the barber shop. Vito walks up to him.
My name is Vito Corleone. Signora Colombo is a friend of my wife. She says she's been evicted for no good reason. She's a poor widow. She has nobody to take care of her. She has no relatives, no money. All she has is her neighborhood.
I already rented the place to another family.
Roberto starts to walk away.
I told her that I'd talk to you. That you're a reasonable man. She got rid of the animal that caused the trouble. So let her stay. Are you Sicilian?
No, I'm Calabrese.
We're practically paisan. Do me this favor.
I already rented it. I'll look like an idiot. Besides, the new tenants pay more rent.
How much more a month?
$5.
Vito pulls out a wad of bills.
Here's 6 months increase in advance. But don't tell her about it. She's very proud. Come see me in another 6 months. Of course, the dog stays, right?
Huh?
The dog stays.
Roberto refuses in Italian. He gives back the money.
Who the hell are you to come and give me orders? Watch out or I'll kick your Sicilian ass right into the street.
Do me this favor. I won't forget it. Ask your friends in the neighborhood about me. They'll tell you how to return a favor.
Roberto mumbles in Italian as Vito walks off.
What a character. Duh.
Cut to inside the Genco olive oil office. Later. Genco walks in.
Vito, the landlord is here, Roberto, the one who owns those rat holes.
Roberto looks into the office. Genco waves for him to come in. Roberto can't seem to open the door. Genco walks over to help him.
He's been asking all over the neighborhood about you.
Genco opens the door with ease.
Grazie.
Roberto walks in, takes off his hat.
I hope I'm not disturbing you, Don Vito.
What can I do for you, Don Roberto?
What a misunderstanding. Holy Mary, of course Signora Colombo can stay.
Grazie. Grazie.
Don Vito, I'm giving back the money you gave me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because after all, Don Vito, money isn't everything. Can I sit down?
Vito motions that he could sit down. Yeah.
Your kindness to that widow made me ashamed of myself.
como se dice, the rent stayed like before. Vito looks at Jenko. Jenko smiles. Vito looks back at Roberto. I'll even lower it. I'll lower it $5. Vito looks at Jenko again. Oh, I'll lower it $10. Vito shakes Roberto's hand. Grazie. Can I order you some coffee? No, I late for an appointment. I can't this time. Ask me another time. Okay, you have to excuse me for now. I wish I could stay longer. Just call me. I'll be here. Roberto's trying to open the door. I'll talk to you another time. Yeah. He cannot get the door open. Oh, yeah, I'll get it. Please excuse me. Jenko walks over and unlocks the door immediately. Oh, okay. Okay, bye. See ya. Okay. He leaves. Jenko looks at Vito and says, he won't be back. He'll be hiding out in the Bronx. Cut to outside the office. A large sign that says Jenko Imports is on the ground. Vito, Clemenza, Jenko, and Hyman Rothstein walk out to the sign. Hey, Vito, what do you think? God bless America. We're going to make a big business. A car whirls by. Hyman Rothstein pushes Clemenza out of the way. Vaffanculo. Dissolve to the Senate committee later. Michael Corleone sits at a table before the Senate. The same one that Willie Cheech sat behind. New York City. Would you mind speaking up, please? New York City. And you are the son of Vito Corleone. Yeah. And where was he born? Corleone, Sicily. Did he use an alias that was known in certain circles as Godfather? Godfather is a term that was used by his friends, one of affection, one of respect. Now, Mr. Chairman, I would like to verify the witness's statement. Senator Geary speaks. For years now, a growing number of my constituents have been of Italian descent, and I have come to know them well. They have honored me with their support and their friendship. Indeed, I can proudly say some of my very best friends are Italian Americans. However, Mr. Chairman, at this very time, unfortunately, I have to leave these proceedings in order to preside over a very important committee of my own committee. So before I leave, I do want to say this. These hearings on the mafia are in no way whatsoever a slur on the great American people, because I can state from my own knowledge and experience that Italian Americans are among the most loyal, law-abiding, patriotic, hard-working American citizens in this land. And it would be a shame, Mr. Chairman, if we allowed a few rotten apples to bring a bad name to the whole barrel. Because from the time of the great Christopher Columbus up to the time of Enrico Fermi, right up to this present day, Italian Americans have been pioneers in building and defending our great nation. They are the soil of the earth and one of the backbones of this country. Geary walks off in applause. The chairman speaks up. Now, I think we can all agree with our esteemed college. Now, Mr. Corleone, you have been advised as to your legal rights. We have testimony from a witness, a previous witness, one Willie Cheech. He has stated that you are the head of the most powerful mafia family in this country. Are you? No, I'm not. The witness has testified that you are personally responsible for the murder of a New York City police captured in 1947, and with him a man named Virgil Salazzo. You deny this? Yes, I do. Is it true that in the year 1950, you devised the murder of the heads of the so-called 5 families in New York who assume and consolidate your nefarious power? That's a complete falsehood. Mr. Castat, is it true that you have a controlling interest in 3 of the major hotels in Las Vegas? No, it's not true. I own stock in some of the hotels there, but very little. I also have stock in IBM and IT&T. Mr. Corleone, do you have any interest in over or control over gambling or narcotics in the state of New York? No, I do not. Tom Hagen speaks up. Senator, my client would like to read a statement before this committee. Mr. Chairman, I think this statement is totally out of order at this time. Sir, my client has answered every question asked by this committee with utmost sincerity. He has not taken the Fifth Amendment as it was his right to do so. So in all fairness, I think the statement should be heard. The chairman looks around. No, I'm going to allow it. I'm going to allow Mr. Corleone to read this statement. I'll put it on the record. Michael gives his statement. In the hopes of clearing my family name and the sincere desire to give my children the fair share of the American way of life, without a blemish on their name and background, I have appeared before this committee and given it all the cooperation in my power. I find it a great dishonor for me personally to have to deny that I am a criminal. I wish to have the following noted for the record: that I served my country faithfully and honorably in World War II and was awarded the Navy Cross for action and defense of my country. That I have never been arrested or indicted for any crime whatsoever. That no proof linking me to any criminal conspiracy, whether it is called Mafia, Cosa Nostra, or whatever other name you wish to give, has ever been made public. I have not taken refuge behind the Fifth Amendment as it was my right to do so. I challenge this committee to produce any witness or evidence against. And if it does not, I hope they will have the decency to clear my name with the same publicity with which they have now besmirched it. The chairman responds, I'm sure we're all quite impressed, particularly with your love of our country. The committee will stand in recess until 10 o'clock, when this committee will produce a witness who corroborates the charges that were made against you today, at which time, Mr. Corleone, you may very well be subject to indictment for perjury. I remind you that you're still under subpoena, Mr. Corleone. The court is adjourned. Cut to inside an army barrack. Pentangeli sits on a couch.
10-1 shot, you said. 10-1 shot, he would take the 5th, and I lose. You sound like my bookie, and I don't got a monkey in my life.
Well, just get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, good night's sleep.
You got a big day tomorrow. You got you a new suit, the FBI man tells him. Got a new shirt, new tie. I'm going to shave you in the morning. I'll shave you myself, and you're going to look respectable for 50 million of your fellow Americans.
My life won't be worth a nickel after tomorrow.
The FBI man shows Pentangeli something in a magazine.
Come on, I saw this thing 19 times already.
You got a real great home here, Frankie, for the rest of your life. Nobody gets near you. You're not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Beautiful, some deal I made, huh?
You'll live like a king. You'll be a hero. You'll live better in here than most people on the outside.
Yeah, some deal. Sheesh.
Pentangeli throws a pool cue down. Cut to the compound. Tom is leaning against a brick wall. Michael speaks. Alive. Pentangeli is alive. How'd they get their hands on him? Tom worriedly responds. Roth. He engineered it, Michael. Frankie went to make a deal with the Rosato brothers, and they tried to kill him. Our people with the New York detective said he was half dead, scared stiff and calling out loud that you turned on him. And they'd already had him on possession, bookmaking, murder one, and a lot more. Al Neary speaks up. The FBI has him airtight. He's on an army base, 24-hour guards. No way we can get to him. If we don't, it's up to 5 counts of perjury. Michael speaks up. What about Fredo? Does he know? Mike, he doesn't know anything, and I believe him. Roth, well, he played this one beautifully. I want to talk to Fredo. Cut to Michael walking into the boathouse. Rocco leaves. Fredo is sitting in his chair and stays in it. Michael sits down next to Fredo.
I haven't got a lot to say, Mike.
We have time.
I was kept pretty much in the dark. I didn't know all that much.
What about now? Is there anything you can help me out with? Anything you can tell me now?
They got Pentangeli. That's all I can tell you.
Michael stands up.
I didn't know it was going to be a hit, Mike. I swear to God, I didn't know it was going to be a hit. Johnny Ola bumped into me in Beverly Hills, and he said he wanted to talk. He said that you and Roth were in on a big deal together, and that there was something in it for me if I help him out. He said that you were being tough on the negotiations, but if they could get a little help and close the deal fast, it'll be good for the family.
You believe that story? You believe that?
He said it was something in it for me, Mike. For me, on my own.
I've always taken care of you, Fredo.
Taking care of me? Taking care of me? You're my kid brother, and you take care of me? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever once think about that? Send Fredo off to do this. Send Fredo off to do that. Send Fredo to take care of some Mickey Mouse nightclub somewhere. Send Fredo to pick up somebody at the airport. I'm your older brother, Mike, and I was stepped over.
That's the way Pop wanted it.
Well, it ain't the way I wanted it. I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everyone says. I'm not dumb. I'm smart, and I want respect.
Is there anything you can tell me about this investigation?
The Senate lawyer Kostat, he belongs to Roth.
Fredo, you're nothing to me now. You're not a brother. You're not a friend. I don't want to know you or what you do. I don't want to see you at the hotels. I don't want you near my house. When you see our mother, I want to know a day in advance, so I won't be there. You understand?
Oh, Mikey.
Cut to Al Neary, sitting in a chair. Michael walks up to him. I don't want anything to happen to him while my mother is alive. Cut to the army base. A man who looks like Pentangeli is escorted to a jeep.
Another door is open, and the real Pentangeli walks out dressed like an office. Inside the Senate committee room, Pentangeli is escorted in. Oh, here he comes now.
More people than a ball game in here. Hey, that's Willie Cheech. Hey, Frankie Five Angles. Oh, yeah.
Michael is being frisked by some guards. The man behind him is also frisked. Pentangeli looks at the man behind Michael. The man behind Michael looks right back. Pentangeli seems to be in a trance. But Michael looks at the stares the two men exchange. The man is still looking at Pentangeli. Pentangeli finally looks away. Pentangeli stands next to the witness table. The chairman speaks. This committee will come to order, please. State your name, please. Pentangeli speaks up.
Frank Pentangeli.
And where were you born?
Parnico, it's outside of Palermo.
And where do you live now?
I live in an army barracks with you guys. FBI, you know.
We have here, finally, a witness that will further testify to Michael Corleone's rule over a crime empire that controls all the gambling in this country and perhaps other countries. This witness has had no buffer between himself and Michael Corleone. He can corroborate our charges on enough counts for this committee to recommend a count of perjury against Michael Corleone. Senator. Thank you. Michael is whispering something to the man who was behind him earlier. Pentangeli is watching them. Mr. Pentangeli, were you a member of the Corleone family? Did you serve under the Capo regime, Peter Clemenza under Vito Corleone, also known as the Godfather?
I never knew no Godfather. I got my own family, Senator.
Mr. Pentangeli, you are contradicting a sworn statement that you previously made to me and signed. I ask you again, sir. You are now under oath. Were you at any time a member of a crime organization headed by Michael Corleone?
I don't know nothing about that. I was in the olive oil business with his father. But that was a long time ago, yeah.
What? We have a sworn affidavit. We have it. Your sworn affidavit that you murdered on the orders of Michael Corleone. Do you deny that confession? And do you realize what will happen as a result of your denial?
Look, the FBI guys promised me a deal, so I made a lot of stuff up about Michael Corleone because that's what they want. So, but it was all lies, everything. And I kept saying, Michael Corleone did this, Michael Corleone did that. So I said, sure, yeah, why not?
Mr. Corleone, would you kindly identify for the committee the gentleman sitting to your left? Tom speaks up on behalf of Michael. I can answer that. His name is Vincenzo Pentangeli. Is he related to the witness? I believe he is, in fact, his brother. Will he come forward and be sworn, sir? Senator, this man does not understand English. He came at his own expense to aid his brother in his time of trouble. He is not under subpoena, and his reputation in his own country is impeccable. Are you saying he knows nothing about these matters? To my knowledge, nothing. I'm going to find out what the hell happened here. All right, this committee is now adjourned. The witness is now excused. Senator, the committee owes an apology. This committee owes an apology. An apology, Senator! Tom tells something to Pentangeli's brother in Italian. Cut to the outside of the Hotel Washington. Inside the hotel room, Kay is watching Michael fill out some papers with Rocco next to him.
Kay speaks up. Michael, excuse me. Oh, hello, darling. The children are outside. We're going. What do you mean you're going? We're all going to leave tomorrow. Rocco begins to leave. Rocco, please. Okay. I'll be in my room, Mike. Okay. Michael, I'm not going back to Nevada. I brought the children to say goodbye to you. I want you to know that I'm very happy for you. And I suppose that I always knew you were too smart to let any of them beat you. Well, just sit down. No, I'm not going to stay long. I can't. Well, there's some things I'd like to talk to you about. Things that have been on my mind. Changes that I want to make. I think it's too late for changes, Michael. I promised myself I wasn't going to say anything. And now, nothing is ever too late. What really happened with Frank Pentangeli, Michael? His brother came and helped. I didn't even know he had a brother. And where is he now? He's on a plane back to Sicily. All he had to do was show his face. It was between the brothers, Kay. I had nothing to do with it. Outside the room, Mary is running and playing while Anthony just stands at the end of the hall. The children continue to play. We cut back in the middle of an argument. I don't want you going, not you, not the kids. No, you're my wife. They're my children. I love you and I won't allow it. Michael, you say you love me and then you talk about allowing me to leave. There are things, Michael, that have been going on for, Michael, years between men and women. Michael, you've become blind. That will not change. And things between men and women won't change, and that's it. You become blind, Michael. Blind to what? Look what's happened to us, Mike. Mike, my God, look what's happened to our son, Michael. Nothing's happened to him. Don't tell me nothing. Anthony's fine. Anthony's not fine. I don't want to hear about it. You will hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Anthony's friends. I don't want to hear about it. Are your button men. I don't want to hear about it. Over! Michael pours himself a drink. At this moment, I feel no love for you at all. I never thought that would happen, but it has. Okay. We're going to leave tomorrow. Okay, why don't you take the kids back to the room? Michael, you haven't heard me. Okay, what do you want from me? Do you expect me to let you go? Do you expect me to let you take my children from me? Don't you know me? Don't you know that that's an impossibility? That could never happen? That I would use all my power to keep something like that from happening? Don't you know that? Okay, in time, you'll feel differently. You'll be glad I stopped you now. I know that. I know you blame me for losing the baby. Yes. I know what that meant to you. I'll make it up to you, Kay. I swear I'll make it up to you. I'm going to change. I'll change. I've learned that I have the strength to change. And you'll forget all about this miscarriage, and we'll have another child, and we'll go on. You and I will go on. Oh, Michael. Oh, Michael, you are blind. It wasn't a miscarriage. It was an abortion. An abortion, Michael. Just like our marriage is an abortion. Something that's unholy and evil. I didn't want your son, Michael. I wouldn't bring another one of your sons into this world. It was an abortion, Michael. It was a son, Michael, a son, and I had it killed because this must all end. I know now that it's over. I knew it then that there would be no way, Michael. No way you could ever forgive me. Not with this Sicilian thing that's been going on for 2,000 years. Oh!
Michael strikes Kay. Stop it! You won't take my children! I will. You won't take my children! They're my children too. Cut to a train pulling into a station. People walking over to greet the other people. The Corleone family. Long ago. Flashback. They get off the train. A car driving down the dirt path. We see a young Don Tomasino walk up to the car. He opens the door and grabs Michael. Baby Michael. Vito then also steps out of the car. We see a long shot of the family having dinner. An old woman kisses baby Sonny and opens a package, and it's a miniature version of the Statue of Liberty. Sonny, the little boy Sonny, starts to make a fight.
Hey, come on. Hey, what are you doing? Don't make a fight. Don't make a fight.
Cuts inside an olive oil plant. The Corleones are walking through it. Tomasino is showing things to them, telling them all about it in Italian. Vito picks up an olive and lets baby Michael try it. Mama Corleone is laughing. Vito has another olive. The Corleone family and others share some wine. The family is by large barrels everywhere of olive oil. The car drives down a street. They pass through Don Cicco's villa. Vito looks up at Don Cheech. Don Cheech, now old after many, many years, is sleeping on his balcony. Vito and Tomasino step out of the car. A guard on the roof at Cheech's villa is looking around. Vito and Tomasino walk toward the villa. They reach the balcony. Tomasino approaches Don Cheech and whispers into Don Cheech's ear. Don Cheech! Don Cheech! Tomasino looks over at Vito. Don Cheech!
It's Tomasino. Don Cheech awakens. Tomasino introduces. Allow me the honor of introducing someone. My partner in America, in New York. His name is Vito Corleone. We send him olive oil from here to his company in America, Genco Olive Oil Company. They're olive oil importers, Don Cheech. They hand Don Cheech a Genco olive oil can. The old, decrepit Don Cheech examines the Genco can. Don Cheech, we'd like your blessing and your permission to start work. Don Cheech finally speaks.
Where is this young man from New York?
This conversation is in Italian. Tomasino tells Don Cheech something in Italian.
Have him come closer. I can't see him so good.
Tomasino tells Vito to come up in Italian. Vito walks up. My respects, Don Cheech. Give me your blessing. Vito grabs Don Cheech's hand and kisses it.
Bless you. What is your name?
Vito Corleone.
Vito Corleone. You took the name of this town. And what your father's name?
His name was Antonio Andolini.
What?
His name is Antonio Andolini.
Louder. I can't hear so good.
Vito leans in as close as possible. My father's name was Antonio Andolini, and this is for you. Vito plunges a knife into Don Cheech's body. Pulls it to his chest. A guard comes running up. Tomasino shoots him. Boom, boom. Another guard runs up as Vito and Tomasino are running away. Hey! Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Vito runs and runs and runs and runs. A shot hits Tomasino's leg. That's why he's in a wheelchair in The Godfather Part I. Oh, run, go, 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 go. Cut 2. Vito and his family stand on the stairs by a courtyard. The Corleone family greets people on the steps. A train with the Corleones on it. Everyone, including the wheelchair-bound Don Tomasino. Vito is holding Michael's hand, his little baby hand, and waving goodbye. Michael, say goodbye, say goodbye. Cut 2, the Corleone compound. Flash forward years later. There are cars parked. Everyone is dressed in black. Connie and 2 kids are walking around the compound. Mama Corleone is lying in a coffin. She has passed away. Fredo is kneeling at Mama's coffin, crying. Everyone's sitting in the room in silence. Connie walks in. She walks over to Fredo, and they embrace. He's still crying. Connie tries to help him up. They walk over towards a hallway, but Al Neri blocks the path. Hi, Al. Neri says nothing. They walk away. Fredo taps Tom Hagen on the shoulder. Tom, can I speak with you for a second, Tom? Tom, where's Mike? He's waiting for you to leave. Can I talk with him? Sorry, Fredo, no chance. Connie asks, Can I see him? He's in the boathouse. Inside the boathouse, Michael is sitting in a chair. Mary and Anthony, his kids, are on the couch. Connie walks in. Connie kneels before Michael. Michael looks away. Michael, I'd like to stay close to home now if it's all right. Michael is silent. Connie looks over at the kids. Is Kay coming? No. Michael, Fredo's in the house with Mama. He asked for you, and Tom said you wouldn't see him. That's right. Kids, why don't you go outside for a while? Michael, please, I want to talk to you. Michael, I hated you. For so many years, I think I did things to myself to hurt myself. So you'd know. So you'd know that I could hurt you. You're just being strong for all of us the way Papa was. Now, I forgive you. Can't you forgive Fredo? He's so sweet and helpless without you. You need me, Michael. I want to take care of you now. Michael puts his hand on Connie's cheek. And then he holds her hand. Connie. Inside the house, Michael walks towards Fredo. Fredo looks up at Michael. The brothers look at each other. Michael moves closer to Fredo. Michael puts his hand around Fredo's head. Michael and Fredo embrace. Fredo tightens his grip. They embrace and embrace more. Michael looks up over Fredo's shoulder and looks at Al Neri. Al Neri understands and looks at the ground. We cut to the boathouse. Fredo is outside. Later, explaining to Anthony how to fish. Tom walks inside the boathouse to see Michael. Michael says, "Tom, sit down." Tom sits down. Michael asks him something in Italian, and Tom responds in Italian. Our friend and business partner, Hyman Roth, is in the news. Michael hands Tom a newspaper. You hear about it? Well, I hear that he's in Israel. Uh-huh. The High Court in Israel turned down his request to live there as a returned Jew. His passport's been invalidated except for return to the United States. He landed in Buenos Aires yesterday. He offered a gift of $1 million if they let him stay. They turned him down. He's going to try Panama. Panama won't take him. Not for $1 million. Not for $10 million. His medical conditions reported as terminal. He's only going to live another 6 months anyway. He's been dying of the same heart attack for 20 years. That plane goes to Miami. That's where I want it met. Mike, that's impossible. They'll turn him over to the Internal Revenue, Customs, and half the FBI. It's not impossible. Nothing's impossible. It'd be like trying to kill the president. There's no way we can get to him. Tom, you surprised me. If anything in this life is certain, if history has taught us anything, it's that you can kill anybody. Rocco? Rocco responds. Difficult, not impossible. Why did you ask me if something was wrong when I came in? Tom asks. I thought you were going to tell me that you were going to move your family to Vegas and that you'd been offered the vice presidency of the house and hotels there. I thought you were going to tell me that. I turned them down. Do I have to tell you about every offer that I turned down? All right, let's do business. All right, Mike. Just consider this. That's all. Just consider it. Now, Roth and the Rosados are on the run. Are they worth it? And are they strong? Is it worth it? I mean, you've won. Do you have to wipe everyone out? I don't feel I have to wipe everyone out. Just my enemies. That's all. You going to come along with me in these things I have to do, or what? Because if not, you can take your wife, your family, and your mistress, and you move them all to Las Vegas. What? Why do you hurt me, Michael? I've always been loyal to you. I mean, what is this? So you're staying? Yeah, I'm staying. Now, what is it you want me to do? Cuts back to outside. On the boardwalk, Fredo is telling Anthony about fishing. Hey, Anthony. Anthony, how'd you like if I told you how to catch the really big fish? Would you like that? Okay. When I was your age, I went out fishing with all my brothers and my father and everybody, and I was the only one who caught a fish. Now, nobody else could catch a fish except for me. You know how I did it? Every time I put the line in the water, I said a Hail Mary. And every time I said a Hail Mary, I caught a fish. You believe that? It's true. That's the secret. You want to try it out when we go out on the lake? Okay, yeah, fine. Okay, what else you got? Cut 2. Guards are searching Tom for a weapon. They walk him past where Pentangeli is on a military base. Tom looks in at Pentangeli sleeping on a couch. Outside the base, Pentangeli lights up a cigar. Tom speaks to him. You're going to be okay, Frankie. Don't worry.
Did my brother go back?
Yeah, don't worry.
He's 10 times tougher than me, my brother. He's old-fashioned.
He didn't want to go out to dinner. He just wanted to go straight home.
Yeah, that's my brother. Hey, listen, nothing could get him out, get him away from that 2-meal town. He could have been big here. He could have had his own family. Tom, what do I do now?
Frankie, you were always interested in politics and history. I remember you calling about Hitler back in 1933.
I'd still be alive. I did good stuff in there.
Well, you were around the old-timers and meeting up on how the family should be organized, how they based them on the old Roman legions and called them regimes, the capos and the soldiers, and it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Those were the great old days, And one was like to Roman Empire. The Corleone family was like the Roman Empire.
It was once, Frankie. When a plot against the emperor failed, the planners were always given a chance to let their families keep their fortunes.
Yeah. But only the rich guys, Tom. The little guys, they got knocked off. And all their estates went to the emperors. Unless they went home and killed themselves, then nothing happened. And their families were taken care of, Tom.
Yeah, that was a good break. Nice funeral.
Yeah. They went home and sat in a hot bath, opened up their veins, and bled to death. And sometimes had a little party before they did it.
Don't worry about anything, Frankie Five Angles.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks.
Tom walks off.
See ya, Tom.
Cut to the compound. Connie walks into the door. Kay is playing with the kids. Okay, and I want you to... Connie interrupts. Kay, you have to go. Oh, it's so pretty. Kay, would you please hurry? He's coming. I love you, Anthony. Kiss Mama goodbye. Anthony, would you please kiss your mom goodbye, please? Anthony, say bye to Mama. Anthony, honey, I love you. Kay, please. Kay begins to walk out. She hugs Connie. She opens the door. Mary, come here. Mary. She turns around. Anthony, would you please kiss me once? Anthony. Anthony walks to her. Michael walks in. Kay looks up at him. He walks over and stares at Kay for a while. And slowly, he shuts the door on her. Cut to Al Neary putting a boat into the water. He gets in. He starts a motor. Michael is inside the boathouse. Cut to Al Neary pulling up to the boardwalk in the boat where Fredo and Anthony are. Fredo starts putting Anthony in the boat. Ah, okay, easy. Connie calls out, Anthony! Anthony! Hey, he's here. We're going fishing. No, Michael wants to take him to Reno now. Ah, shit. Okay. You go to Reno with your pop. Come on, Anthony. I'll take you fishing again tomorrow. Fredo lifts Anthony out of the boat. Attaboy. Anthony, listen. I'll catch one for you with the secret, all right? Anthony nods his head. Okay. All right, Al, let's go. Al takes Fredo out with the boat. Cut to the airport. Hyman Roth is walking, surrounded by police and news reporters. Mr. Roth, you understand that I'll have to take you into custody? Yes, I understand. Could you give us your reaction to the High Court of Israel's ruling? I'm a retired investor on a pension. I went to Israel to live there as a Jew in the twilight of my life. Cuts to the guards around Pentangeli's room. Cut to inside Pentangeli's room. The FBI men are playing cards. Hey, Frankie, come on out. Let's play hearts. Frankie. Cut to the leaves blowing by the compound. Fredo's boat floats in the lake. Rocco is writing down some notes. He's posed as a reporter at the airport. Hyman Roth is still being asked questions. Is it true you're worth over $300 million, Mr. Roth? I'm a retired investor living on a pension. I came home to vote in the presidential elections
because they wouldn't give me an absentee ballot. All the reporters laugh. Oh, man. Rocco walks up. Boom! Shoots him. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom. Rocco is shot twice. Boom, 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 boom. And killed. Cut to Pentangeli's room. The FBI man kicks open the door. Boom! Pentangeli is dead. He had slit his wrists and bled to death in the bathtub. Jesus Christ. Cut to the boat. Fredo is fishing. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now, at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary. Michael is looking out at them as the prayer keeps continuing. Michael looks on from the boathouse. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God. BANG! Michael puts his head down. Dissolve 2, 1941. The Corleone family is sitting all together at a table in the kitchen. We see Sonny. Hey, everybody, come on. Hey, pay attention. Come on, everyone. This is my friend Carlo Rizzi. Carlo Rizzi walks in. Yeah, okay, all right. This is my brother Fredo. You know Fredo, sure, don't you? This is my stepbrother Tom. All right, and that's his girl Teresa, and this cute thing, little thing over here. Yeah, this is my sister Connie. I was telling you about her, huh? Yeah, come on, say hello to Carlo. He's good looking, isn't he? Yes. Oh, that droopy thing over there, that's my brother Mike. We call him Joe Callers, you know what I mean? Talk to each other. Sit down, okay. Tessio walks in. Everyone is together. Here's the cake. Hey, Sally, get in here. I was scared. I was scared. Where's your father? We sent him on a wild goose chase Christmas shopping. Tessio reveals the cake. Oh, golly. Oh, gee. Oh, that's nice. Oh, huh. Should I put the candles on now? Oh, yeah, go on. You help her, Carlo, right, Carlo? Yeah, sure. Sonny takes a lick of the frosting. Wait, what is that, rum? Yeah, boy, that is good. Oh, Sonny wipes some on Tom. Cool. Then he touches some pasta. Hey, Sonny, don't touch the antipasta until Pop gets here. He starts a fake fight with Fredo. Hey, come on. Hey. Sonny sits down. Begins to smoke. Say, what do you think they got the nerve, those bastards dropping bombs in our backyard and on Pop's birthday, you know? Fredo speaks up. Now they didn't know it was Pop's birthday. Oh, they didn't know it was Pop's birthday? Well, we should have expected it after the oil embargo. What do you mean expected it? Expect it or not, they have no right dropping bombs. What, do you love them or something? Are you on their side? I understand 30,000 men enlisted this morning. Yeah, a bunch of saps. Michael speaks up. Why are they saps? Connie butts in. Sonny, come on, we don't have to talk about the war. Hey, beat it. You go talk to Carlo, all right? They're saps because they risk their lives for strangers. Michael responds. That's Pop talking. You're goddamn right that's Pop talking. They risk their lives for their country. Your country's not your blood. You remember that. I don't feel that way. Well, if you don't feel that way, then why don't you just go quit college and go join the army? I did. I enlisted in the Marines. Tom is shocked. Michael, why didn't you come to us? I mean, Pop had to pull a lot of strings to get you a deferment. I didn't ask for a deferment, and I didn't want it. Sonny punches Michael and they get into a fight. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, come on, knock it off. Sonny, hey, punk. Yeah, Sonny, sit down. Sit down. You hear the twins yell from the back of the room, "Mommy, Daddy's fighting again." Go show Carlo the tree. Go show him. Uncle Michael, Mama. Yeah, nice, real nice. Jeez, Mike. Break your father's heart on his birthday. Fredo punctures the situation. Gee, Mike, that's swell. Congratulations. No, oh, come on, encourage him. Yeah, I want you to go give me a drink. Go on. Tom speaks up. Now, you don't understand, but your father has big plans for you. Now, many times he and I have talked about your future. You talked to my father about my future? My future. Mikey, he has high hopes for you. Well, I have my own plans for my future. Sonny can't believe this. What'd you go to college to get stupid? You're really stupid. He's here. Guys, come on. He's here. Everyone but Michael walks out of the room to say happy birthday to an elderly Vito Corleone. Everyone but Michael walks out. Sonny delivers a parting line. Come on, stupid. Michael sits alone at the table. He sits and smokes a cigarette by himself as we hear everyone in the other room greet Vito Corleone. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny. No, he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. Michael continues to sit at the table alone as the celebration continues. Off into rooms far from him, he sat, smoking, sitting, alone. Dissolve 2, flashback. Vito, as a young man, holding baby Michael's hand and waving goodbye in Sicily. Dissolve 2, Michael, sitting alone at the compound.